Welcome back to Crafting with Cotton, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I use these clear organizer containers from the Dollar Tree and some other simple materials to create an indoor or outdoor sconce light. So first thing that I'm doing is I'm just going to remove the sticker from the clear organizer, and then I'm going to use some painter's tape. I'm just going to mark where I want to do my design at. So you can do any design that you want. Wherever the tape goes is where the paint will not be going. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this taped off. And in a second, you'll see exactly what the design is. And actually, I was inspired from some sconces that I seen on Wayfair that are similar. And I was like, you know what? I think I could probably use some Dollar Tree products to recreate that. So that's what I'm doing in today's video. So be sure to stay tuned to the end so I can give you a few tips and tricks. And I'm actually going to show you what it looks like with different types of lighting options too, which could make a little difference in, how this looks. So for the edges, I decided I did want a lot of the the clear box to not be painted, because you'll see at the end when I put the lights in, this will make a huge difference of whether or not this is left clear or if you decide to paint it. So I'm, again, deciding to cover that with tape so I don't get paint on the entire sides. And as a quick little trick to make this even and efficient, I decided to line up some tape on the first side and trimmed it down to the exact measurement as that side, and then I just lift that patch of tape up and put it on the other side so that they're as close to the same exact dimensions as each other. Then I'm just going to take this outside. I decided I'm going to do black matte because that was one of the colors that I seen on the Wayfair version. So yeah, like I said, I decided to do matte black, but if you want to do a white version, a gold, a silver, or a colored version, by all means you could do so. So I did allow this to dry for a full 24 hours, or it actually might have been 2 days, but the longer you let it dry, the better. But I do believe I let mine dry for 1 full day. So now I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tape. Now, one thing that I did notice when I removed the tape is that I think because on this box there are ridges and the tape can't, go exactly flat to the surface. So one thing I noticed is that some of the black spray paint did kind of like smudge a little bit. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did to clean that up. So you want to grab 3 paper towels. One, we're going to put some vegetable oil on, or any type of oil, because oil actually will get up the spray paint. Then I have one that's wet and damp with a little bit of Dawn in it. And then I have just one that's dry. So what I did is I used the one with the oil on it to go ahead and clean up and try to get my lines straighter and clean up wherever the paint started smudging at. So I applied the oil to it first, and you'll see in a second in the close-up the difference once, I do this process. And then after I apply the oil, then I take, you see the paint's coming up. Then I take the damp one with the dishwashing liquid, the Dawn in it. I then take that and go behind and clean up the area with the oil that's on it. Because, of course, we don't want a box that's, slippery because it has oil on it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to clean off the oil. And then I'm going to use the dry one to go ahead and just dry off the area. So it did take a little bit of time. I would say this probably took maybe 15-20 minutes to just get this cleaned up nicely. And you can, by all means, use like Q-tips if you need to get into, smaller areas that you can't really get with like your hand or fingers, to make more like a straight edge and stuff like that. So I was so happy that the oil worked, because I was like, man, this project is gonna be destroyed kind of if I can't clean up this paint. But thankfully I was able to get that cleaned up. So if you want to skip this part and move on to the next, feel free to do so. But I know some people like to see the full process. So as you can see, there's a little bit of paint on the side. I haven't cleaned it up just yet. So I'm going to show you a close-up of me just cleaning up this area and section of the box. And now after it's done, you'll be able to see like clearly through it, and you won't see any paint or smudges of paint in that section. So once that's done, we're going to go ahead and work on how we're going to mount it to the wall, and also our mount for the lights. So I found these 2 craft boxes in the craft section at the Dollar Tree. So I got those and they fit perfectly inside one another. So what I did is I took them outside, gave them a nice little spray paint, and I hot glued them. Well, actually, I think I hot glued and E6000 them together first, and then I spray painted it. Now to connect it to our clear box, what I'm going to use is some Nano tape, because it's going to be in that black that section where it's painted black, so you won't even see it. But you don't have to use Nano tape. You can always, you can use E6000 or Gorilla Glue or anything like that for a permanent bond and heavy duty hold. But I love Nano tape, double-sided stick tape, because it just works great. And if I do decide I want to, repurpose this, it's easy to take off and put back on. I'm also going to be using that Nano double-sided tape for the lights as well. So I'm just going to be using some battery operated push lights. You can also get these from the dollar store or from Amazon. And the ones from Amazon come with a remote, so you don't have to actually push it in. And so this is what it looks like with the lights off, and it's hung inside. But these absolutely can be used for outdoor sconces as well. All you have to do is just make a set of 2 and put on either side of your door, and these would be really nice, really beautiful. Because I'm only doing it for the video, I only made 1, but a set of 2 would be great. So these lights, remember I put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So I just want to show you the difference when you have both of them on versus the top one on versus just the bottom one on. So this is what it's looking like. It looks really nice either way you go. But let me know what you guys think of this tutorial in the comment section down below. If you like this video, be sure to give your girl a thumbs up. And let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Oh, and I hung these. You see that hook to the right? On this wall, we had another something else that was hanging and by these hooks. And so that wooden box just fits perfectly on those hooks. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later.